What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated three-division world champion superstar boxer who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at lightweight, the WBA regular title at junior welterweight, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis is taking on undefeated WBA super featherweight world champion Dominican star boxer Hector Garcia, who has 16 wins, no losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 5'9" with a 67-inch arm reach. Hector Garcia is an Olympian. He's coming off of two of the biggest wins in his career over Gutierrez and over Christopher Colbert. He's the WBA undefeated champion. He's a southpaw. He's big. He's very, very savvy, high ring IQ. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he has a even bigger fish. No slight and disrespect to Hector Garcia, but Gervonta Tank Davis, he has an even bigger fish to fry, and that's coming in the form of undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis is somewhat having a homecoming fight, as Gervonta Tank Davis is going to fight in Washington, D.C. He's from the Baltimore area. He's born in Baltimore, so he's from the DMV area. So this is somewhat of a homecoming fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. It's not exactly in Washington, D.C., in Baltimore, but it's in the Maryland area. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has a lot that was, thrown at him over this past couple of weeks. Okay, looked like people was calling for this fight to be canceled after Gervonta Tank Davis was jailed after an altercation with his significant other, his girlfriend. And so with that said, he was proven to be innocent. And now Gervonta Tank Davis, although people was calling for the fight to be canceled, he's going into this fight more focused than ever. Okay. Again, Hector Garcia is an Olympian. Hector Garcia is a southpaw. He's 5'9". He has a 67-inch arm reach. That's the thing that gets me. Okay, is that Hector Garcia, to be 5'9", has extremely short arms. Gervonta Tank Davis and Hector Garcia have the same arm length, and Gervonta Tank Davis is 5'5". Hector Garcia is 4 inches taller than Gervonta Tank Davis. And they have the same arm reach, and they're both southpaws. Southpaws don't like to fight southpaws, okay? Nonetheless, you have two savvy guys in this ring January 7th, this upcoming Saturday night. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he don't get nowhere near the credit he deserves for being a savvy boxer, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis is known for his power. Everybody's enamored with the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. So he don't get nowhere near the amount of credit he deserves for his ability to make adjustments, for his ability to box, for his ability to, set up his opponents. Everybody's enamored with his knockout, seeing as though Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 27 wins, no loss, no draw, 25 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Again, 25 knockouts in 27 fights, okay? So Gervonta Tank Davis, he don't get nowhere near the credit, and everybody's excited to come see Gervonta Tank Davis because more than likely, it's going to end in a brutal knockout in favor of Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? He's an exciting fighter. And so with that said, many people look at Gervonta Tank Davis, and when he fought the likes of Isaac Pitbull Cruz, okay, a few fights ago, and it went the distance, Gervonta Tank Davis was viewed as somewhat being exposed. People were saying Gervonta Tank Davis got exposed. And people was even saying that Isaac Pitbull Cruz actually won the fight. I thought Gervonta Tank Davis made the necessary adjustments. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is 5'3" with a 63-inch arm reach, okay, young, hungry bull. And this for the first time in Tank Davis' career, he's actually much taller than his opponent, longer arm reach, and the guy was aggressive in IC Pitbull Cruz, okay? And so he made the necessary adjustments. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he just simply outboxed IC Pitbull Cruz and won, a decision. But many people, again, they started to say, well, Gervonta Tank Davis was exposed, okay? And then, again, People were saying that they thought IC Pitbull Cruz actually won the fight. I thought Gervonta Tank Davis won the fight going away. I thought it was a competitive fight. I thought that, that was one of his best performances of his career. Gervonta Tank Davis, he showed the ability to box on the back foot, lateral, come forward, mix it up, show different looks, give it different angles, utilize the ring. I thought it was one of his better performances, okay? And when it comes down to Hector Garcia, okay, Hector Garcia, he faced off against the likes of Christopher Colbert, Little B-Hop, Prime Time, he go by many aliases. And Chris Colbert was the favorite. Hector Garcia was a late replacement because initially it was supposed to be Gutierrez for the WBA title, but Gutierrez tested positive for the C19, and he was pulled out the fight. And Hector Luis Garcia, he filled in for Gutierrez, and he was the underdog, late replacement, underdog in the fight. And he absolutely shocked the world. Chris Colbert, he had plans already to face off against the likes of Shakur Stevenson. Okay, they was talking up a fight for Chris Colbert, who came into the fight against Gutierrez with 16 wins, no losses, no draws. Okay, he 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach, 6 knockouts, not a big puncher, but he clearly was the favorite. Okay, he was highly touted. He was the favorite in the fight, and he came in the fight. He dominated. He dropped Chris Colbert. It was even points in time where it looked like to me Chris Colbert actually quit. Right? It looked like Chris Colbert quit in the fight. Okay, and so with that said, he just didn't have the dog in him. Chris Colbert didn't. So with that said, then Luis Garcia, Hector Luis Garcia, he went into a fight with Gutierrez, who was the champion. Okay, and he dominated Gutierrez is the same way he did, the same fashion he did against Chris Colbert. Okay, he won a unanimous decision over Gutierrez. Okay, to many people's surprise, they were shocked. Okay, to see that Hector Garcia. Many people feel like he just came out of nowhere. Okay, but he didn't truly come out of nowhere. It's just that sometimes when you have fighters that come out the Olympics and they have a pedigree and they have experience and they're not knockout artists, they just get the job done. They're hard hat and lunch pail type of fighters. They get overlooked. Okay. And that's what I believe happens with Hector Luis Garcia. Okay. People overlook him because, he don't have the star status. He don't have the fanfare, and so people overlooked Hector Luis Garcia. And for Gervonta Tank Davis to pick this fight with Hector Luis Garcia, knowing that he has a fight coming up, a massive pay-per-view showdown with uh, Ryan Garcia, which is a huge fight, one of the biggest fights that could be made in boxing. Not so much of competitive wise, but the two namesakes, okay? Because Ryan Garcia has 8-9 million social media followers. He's more so known for what he's done outside the sport of boxing, how he built up his brand, and how he has such a massive following. He has endorsement deals from Gatorade. He has endorsement deals from NFL endorses him, the NBA endorses him, so it's a big deal. Ryan Garcia is a big deal, right? He's never fought for a world title, he's never won a world title, but nonetheless, Ryan Garcia is somebody that people come out to see, right? He has a young fan base, okay, teenage, young adult type of fan base. Ryan Garcia, again, like I said, when it comes to the actual sport of boxing, he's never won a world title. He's he's never fought for a world title at that. And the biggest name on his resume is Olympic gold medalist and British superstar title contender Luke Campbell, who never won a world title either. And he was flawed in that fight. He got up, faced adversity, and he stopped Luke Campbell. Okay. So with that said, that's a huge fight that's going to take place in Vegas, the biggest fight in Ryan Garcia's career, the biggest fight in Gervonta Tank Davis' career. And Gervonta Tank Davis schedules 2 fights, a fight with Hector Garcia, who's undefeated, and then a fight with Ryan Garcia April 15th. So that's hanging in the balance. That puts a lot of pressure on Gervonta Tank Davis in itself because he got to show up and show out in this fight. Ryan Garcia initially was going to fight the 28th of January But he decided that he was going to pull out and just sit on the shelf and wait for this Gervonta Tank Davis fight to come to fruition in April. Now, I believe Ryan Garcia is going to be in attendance. There's talk that Ryan Garcia could possibly get in the ring and promote the fight. We have to see. But my final prediction, my thought pattern is that Gervonta Tank Davis focused on Hector Garcia. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to set Hector Garcia up for some punches that Hector Garcia doesn't see. Gervonta Tank Davis is more explosive. He's faster than Hector Garcia. I think that the moment, the magnitude of the fight, the atmosphere of the fight, that pressure is going to play a lot and wear him down. That in itself is going to wear down Hector Garcia, is going to fatigue Hector Garcia, and I think that Hector Garcia is going to start to fade. He's going to start to get clipped with big punches and combinations around the 6th round, and I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to drop Hector Garcia twice in the 7th round, and ultimately he's going to get a stoppage or a knockout victory. I think the referee is going to wave it off. So that's my prediction. I believe Gervonta Tank Davis wins by a 7th round knockout or stoppage victory, and I think he drops Hector Garcia twice in the 6th round or twice in the 7th round. But I think Hector Garcia hits the canvas twice in his fight. I think that he's flat-footed at times. He makes mistakes. Chris Colbert was hitting him with clean punches. Gutierrez hit him with some clean punches as well. They have nowhere near the skill set, the explosiveness, the athletic ability of a Gervonta Tank Davis, and they definitely don't have the power of Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's a southpaw as well. So in the first couple of rounds, it's going to be a fill-out process because Gervonta Tank Davis is dealing with another southpaw, but ultimately, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to get the 7th round stoppage or knockout victory and en route to that Ryan Garcia fight. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.